Bench cut. Dana, Logan Paul, Andrew Tate.
Ooh, let's start with Logan Paul. You want to get Logan Paul?
You're starting Logan Paul?
Oh no. Okay, or actual start bench cut. I thought we just switched the topic. But okay, actual start.
Well, you fucked it up. There you go. Let's strike one.
All right, we're starting Dana. All right, benching Andrew, cutting Logan.
Cut Logan.
Yeah.
So you're outraged.
Yeah, no,
you're outraged by the scam. That's he's outraged, right? This guy's
bro.
mad.
I got scammed out of $12,000.
This guy's mad, bro. So he's responded to Coffeezilla. I called him Godzilla. Apologies. I forgot. I have to bring something up. Remind me after this. But either way, I apologize to Coffeezilla for calling him Godzilla. I'm now more familiar with him. This guy's the man. He put on a great documentary.
You watched all 3 parts now?
Yes. But yeah, so Logan responded. What's that all about?
It was great.
What did you think? So because he did the solo response to him where he seemed pretty like thought out, written, definitely wrote it out, and then they responded on impulsive.
Okay, so look, Coffeezilla made a 3-part documentary, right?
For like an hour long.
Yeah, right. So it's an hour of footage that he created. Logan Paul's response, 7 minutes. And it's 7 minutes with no accountability for his fans, no apology to his fans. He did highlight a lot of the things that Coffeezilla maybe he should have dug deeper into, like the background of the web developer, the background of he did a good job of Eddie Ibanez's background check. I think he did a good job at those parts, but you not acknowledging the people who invested into the thing and just kind of tarnishing or trying to tarnish Coffeezilla's name just because of his journalism, and it's like it doesn't seem to like you called out some of the things that were wrong in his documentary, but when he was talking, I just didn't like that.
But was it wrong or did he omit information? Because I think Logan is just so narcissistic and just dumb to not even see what the fuck happened, right? He has his first response to say, "Oh yeah, Coffeezilla made that video, but you forgot the fact that the guy I hired was a criminal." Like, are you retarded? You should have figured that out. That's your team. You forgot that this other guy's a criminal and he should have been arrested. So Coffee, you should have said something. But what if he wanted to stall you out to not even put that out there like that? You look dumb as fuck. He's trying to save your face in a way, but now you look stupid because now you're saying, "Oh yeah, I hired 3 other criminals and I didn't do any background checks to figure that out." And then his response on the podcast was worse too, because now you got the yes men around him asking him softball questions, and he's just not even going into depth about it. Still hasn't heard one apology or tried to give the money back.
I thought George actually I didn't think that they were acting like yes men. I think their whole I don't know.
Mike was stroking him off a little bit, but George did a pretty good job of asking the right questions. Okay, so from our perspective, it looks like, yo, we didn't scam, but from the outside perspective, it's these people really thought you were the man. So
and then it was not addressed, and then you're saying all the bro, I don't know. When I watched that discussion, it did seem pretty thorough. I mean, they gave him pretty solid pushback, especially George, bro. George literally laid out what the entire internet is saying to him and how these are all his problems and we don't care because people never heard back from you and you cost people money and it does seem scammy. But Logan's overall point seemed to be that we were going to address it, and our overall plan was to try to make things right. But Coffeezilla was just basically spinning more of a narrative, and making it more like it was this scammy plan. And also the fact that him and Jeff never sold their position means that they couldn't have really made money, right? How could they have been making any money?
Okay, so look, the way that I say it, I feel like Logan Paul really did believe in this this game that he was creating for the people. But then once the guy started fleeting off, once the other people started selling, $5 million, Logan can make that so easily somewhere else. If he sold his position, him and Jeff, they could have made money, but that's not the big money that was getting returned. I feel like him and what's it called? When he was talking about Coffeezilla's, he never really reached out to me, or he reached out to me after the video was dropped. Dog,
that's a lie.
Receipts that he reached out to you. He reached out to your manager, and there was never a response. Even when he spoke on the phone with the manager, it's you're talking to the manager, and the manager's just talking about if you put out the story, you will get charged, or insinuating that there will be legal repercussions. And I don't think that was too fair. What was the point?
I have a question for you,
Yeah.
both of you guys, all 3 of you guys. Do you guys really think Logan made that response video himself, or do you think it was scripted and he just read off a script, did what he needed to do, probably met with lawyers before to see like what he should say, what he shouldn't say, how he can sort of get out of this situation?
I think he made it himself because it was so bad, honestly. And then he's talking about like suing him for defamation and stuff like that. Okay, but to your point, he didn't make money. Okay, I'm the CEO of Enron. I'm funneling money to my account. They catch me, I lose the money. Hey, you can't say I'm scamming. I didn't make any money off of it. I go rob a bank. The bank heist was unsuccessful. Hey, you can't say I'm scamming. I didn't make any money off of it. Like, no, you're still a scammer in that regards. Like, you're the face of the company in that way because you are the popular one, and you're hiring people who you didn't do due diligence of to make sure that they were doing their job. At any moment, you responded to a Discord 3 times. One time saying, yo, I'm sober right now. The other time saying, yo. And then the one time you had another message, like right before the video came out. Like, you're not putting any front foot forward to get ahead of the situation. Like, to try to reprimand anything that you did. Like, okay. I'm going to sue you for defamation, which is going to cost a lot of bread. But you're not talking about giving them none of the people who invested money back their money at all. So it's like you're still sweeping it under the rug and then saying, we still had Dink Doink, we've got the 99 originals. You're just pushing on with it. Like, you don't give a fuck.
Do you think that he would have actually went back and still developed this game if Coffeezilla didn't put this out?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have never came up again. Like, when Steve Aoki brought it up, hey, what was that thing you was doing with the game? And we'll talk about that. We on some other shit. We on 99 originals now. You feel me? Yeah. All this money you making from Prime, you haven't said anything about giving the money back to the people who put their life savings into it.
Now
so
he's like forced into.
You're forced to address it because some dude did a 1-year investigation on it, which I thought was very objective. You feel me? I don't think he just like put the devil horns behind Logan at any moment. He's just saying like, this is what happened. This is my research. This is what I've done. And he used a lot of language that wouldn't even go into defamation of like, he's not attacking Logan. It's just like, this is what I've seen or apparently, language like that. So it's like, you can't really say that. It's like you just got caught with your dick in your hand and now you're just, you're sad about it.
I don't feel like Logan Paul owes money to anybody. And because this is my take, right? I think Travis mentioned this at one point. It's like if you were dumb enough to invest in some zoo NFT bullshit, right?
Bro, it's crossbreeding animals.
Whatever that is, bro. Dude's like
you can get a lion and a duck, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not no engineer. He's not none of that. He has no experience in the field. He's a fucking Vine kid who just makes bullshit ass videos on the internet, and then he's promoting this whatever product. And then if you were dumb enough to buy into it and you lost all of it, that's your problem.
The Originals is very successful though, buddy.
But he's like, this is handmade art. It's stock images. Like everything you said was pretty much a lie. And it's like, okay, if he was working for a company, and that's why I brought up Enron. If he was working for a company and this was securities, he would be arrested. Because you're making false claims. Like, you can't do shit like that in the real world. Because this is crypto, cool. Like, okay, people just lost their money. People lost their bread. There's no regulation to that shit. Well, okay, you got away with it, bro. And then the whole point of he didn't sell it. Like, I don't buy that. Like, I don't care.
I don't think it was a scam to start off with. I think he was like obviously like in and over his head. Is that
I'll say that, yeah.
Like, for sure, because, dog, it's tech and such a new space. And when you think about NFTs, there's so many freaking scammers. There's pump and dumps. So him getting the wrong team behind him, he just got a bunch of scammers behind him. So now you're the face of the company. It looks like you're a scammer. But I feel like he probably did want this shit to grow. But him acting like it wasn't about the money, when you saw the text messages, they were really angry or they were pissed off or not pissed off. He was talking about, we want this we don't want anybody to sell because we want the market cap to be at $120 million.
The market manipulation aspect of it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to let people pre-order or pre-buy this shit so we can avoid SEC regulations and all that type of shit. And then once they started selling, it became like a $40 million market cap for them. And now he's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm getting fucked. Like, this was not the plan because Crypto King sold, Eddie Ibanez sold, and those fools made their money. But I do give them props for not selling. I still give them the props for not selling.
It just seems like his team failed him. Like the whole thing just collapsed on him. But what we really need from him would be, I guess, proof that he was already making moves to get things actually running. Because that's what he said, that even before this, so the guy basically hopped on, spent a year making a documentary, but he already had plans to rectify the situation. If he could prove that, I think that would nullify a lot of the arguments, or a lot of the hate people have toward him.
Wasn't that what he was supposed to do on January 3rd?
What?
Just prove or rectify that situation instead of just going on there to just say, I'm the victim pretty much. Like, he pretty much made himself seem like the victim. Like, I'm the guy who got scammed too. I didn't sell, so how could I be a scammer? It's like, bro, it's kind of like Tory Lanez. How did I shoot her? Yeah, you can't prove I shot her, so I didn't shoot her. It's like, nah, bro. Like, just say what you did, say what happened, and like you said, okay. I don't think he really came at it with the idea of, oh, let's scam the people.
Let's make this money.
But once he saw it got to a certain point, it was too far gone. He didn't do anything to fix it. So it's like you're sinking with the same boat as him. You
But
might
that's
as well.
what I'm saying. He would have to prove, because he says that they've already been made. He said that they hadn't spoke on it because there's legal issues because of the guy that scammed them. And then he's basically saying that we were already our goal is to fix things, and we've been taking steps to do that. And he got his manager on there too, and they both made it seem like they had already been working to try to get these things fixed. But that's the only thing. We don't have any confirmation if that's actually true, or if they're just doing it because bro made a big deal about it. But even then, honestly, this shit's gonna pass over, bro. No one's gonna care. They don't even need to fix it. Realistically, they don't need to fix it, bro. You'll never meet someone that actually invested in that shit.
Right.
That's funny if I think about it.
But then Logan's trying to like attack Coffee, like, oh, he wanted to be a cop, he couldn't be a cop, which was come out false. You feel me? Like, oh, he only messaged me the day before, but now he's messaged you for a year. So like now he's attacking Coffeezilla's character because it's like, again, you got caught red-handed. Like you're still not addressing the main elephant in the room, bro.
Wouldn't you do the same thing though if you were in his shoes? I'd start just deflecting. So I honestly like I'll speak on it, but if I was in his shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing. True. You're just trying to dig yourself out of the hole that you're.
Yeah, really I don't know. I feel like if you have that much success and you just got a contract with WWE, your Prime is doing well, your podcast is doing well, you got to get in front of some shit like that.
His PR is really good. I can't lie. Like, I know they didn't get like completely in front of it because Coffeezilla was very unexpected to happen, but the way that they went about the response, I could already see like how the people's minds would be shifting like later down the line. It's like, okay, he's working on it again, and stuff like that. But I think he did a good job because I don't think it's worth him just like getting completely canceled. This isn't Japan.
No,
They talked about seeing him like really distraught when he first got word.
That's what I was like. They were meat glazed.
Oh my god, we were in Qatar at the spa, and I saw it in your face, bro. You were so sad. Like, oh my god, you're so sad that you got fucking caught for scamming.
Best friend
in Qatar for the spa and shit.
Oh, he was in Qatar when this came out?
With the Coffeezilla stuff. He found out.
So they're on vacation chilling, and then Coffeezilla just drops like a bomb on him. And then he's like, oh, I'm sad now. Like, bro.
I feel like he has PTSD from the last time he was
saw it in your eyes.
I saw it in your eyes. Like, bro, who gives a fuck? You're mad you got caught, bro. You're hurt.
Yeah.
It's cool. But it's just hard to trust you now as a businessman. Like, and you're marketing it as it's like, I'm done.
Yo, are we going to get some Prime or what?
Hey, Prime's busting, bro.
You tried it?
Nah, but I feel like it's doing well though. It's doing well. Like I see it more places. I'm gonna try it though. It's probably good, huh?
I see it every time. I'm like, damn, I should get it, and then I just go get Gatorade.
Do gas stations have it?
I think so. I've seen them a couple.
Maybe a 7-Eleven. Man,
at Ralph's, always a Ralph's.
Oh,
they got a whole thing.
Maybe I'll check it out
or check Vaughn's.
So like you don't. So you guys seem like you guys don't like Logan Paul.
I don't really care for him.
I still like his content.
Yeah, Logan's the man.
Bro, 23 million on fucking YouTube.
Does he have 23 million?
Yeah, bro.
Wow. See, I don't know. I feel like he's like a tone deaf white dude who just like doesn't understand consequences, and I don't like that shit.
That's a fair point. Because you're not disparaging anything he's accomplished. You're just basically saying your take on him, and I do feel like that sometimes. Like when there was a bunch of like race stuff going on in the country, like George Floyd stuff was happening, bro. I stopped watching them for like a cool few months. I'm like, I do not want to hear their insights on anything right now. I'll be so honest.
His take on George Floyd. Is still pinned on his Twitter. If you go look at his Twitter,
bro, that was a big thing for him. He had a big like, yeah, bro, like that was so powerful, man. So many people reached out to me after that, bro. I told you guys that day I was gonna have the take. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Y'all too white.
The one that he has pinned, it's like they have this fist in all different colors. So in my head, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, all lives matter, huh?
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like he's. I don't know. I don't know if he's entitled, but it just kind of looks. He has that kind of air about him. I'm just like, I don't really care for him. I respect the hustle, respect the grind for sure. Like, can't take anything away from him on that aspect.
I feel like
but
you can't be entitled and grind that hard though, because entitlement is not wanting to work for what you're getting. He worked like a dog.
You could be an entitled grinder. Like you've had a silver spoon, but you're still a grinder. But like you got to that position.
You know where he's from? He grew up on a farm, bro. Like they're from Cleveland, bro.
Oh shit,
Ohio, dog. Like they're
not all farms, bro. There's
kids.
Nice parts of Ohio.
Yeah, they were on a farm. Like I said, they were on a fucking farm with
maybe
their
more
dad.
like a character thing. Like I don't know if entitled, like okay, like you've been given everything in life, but it's just like you have an air about you where you feel like you can just step on people because of who you are, just like the status that you have.
And they
it's
got
like
rich
I don't care for that type of shit. Like
man, you guys just got to give Logs a chance.
Oh, get out of here.
Give Logs a chance.
Hey, where's his brother at? Where's his brother got to say about anything?
Hey, what was it called? Why doesn't he want to do the live stream? The live stream
With
makes
coffee?
the most sense.
He don't want. Because what was his reason? I forgot. He gave an answer to that.
So he doesn't want to give Coffeezilla any more clout, but Coffeezilla or clout and money. So Coffeezilla said that if we do a live stream, I will donate all the money to the people who lost money in the scam.
Logan's like,
And
nope,
Logan's like, no.
I'm done with this. I'm
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's
you're not
like,
trying
no,
to fix it.
I'm done.
And on the Impulsive podcast, a lot of the shit was edited. Like,
Obviously.
Really? Was there a lot of like cuts?
George asked a question, a really good question, or he said something about like, people have seen you win in so many different aspects. We always post our wins,
Right.
But you guys need to show your downfalls too. And then they cut, and it's just Mike asking a question. I'm like, bro, why didn't they go more on that?
Nah, man, I don't want to have a cut up ass. I did not even know that.
That's what I'm saying. Because he knows if he sat down with Coffee, he wouldn't have the same response. Like, he would just be cornered, like, and not have anything to say about it. Because he knows he fucked up.
Yeah, and live stream you can't edit, bro.
Yeah.
Can we take a break real quick?
I need
I think my
I need
signal's
some prime.
tweaking. Nope, your camera's still on, bro. You look
Yeah,
totally
bro.
fine.
Bro, and obviously with his pod, he's not going to put something out there that's going to make him look bad. So he's going to make sure it's edited in a way where he looks good. And if the pod was trash and like it made him look like shit, they're not going to upload.
Oh, we lost the footage.
Yeah, we lost it. Corrupted.
Yeah. And that's what Coffee was saying.
This
Like,
is
we have
our
to be
third
on
time
a
filming this pod. Third response pod.
We got to be on a neutral ground so everybody can see what's going on. But he don't want to do that.
I feel like Andrew Schultz helped him write the response.
Really?
Nah,
It was-
Andrew would have bodied it.
No,
Give it.
because it was similar style. It was very similar in style. Like some of the jokes, I was like, that sounds kind of like Andrew, bro.
That's just funny, man.
That's why I don't think he did the response himself. It looked like it was scripted because it was
No,
done.
he definitely wrote it out. He said he wrote it out, but bro, I
because
think
he said he did it. He did
Nah,
it?
I don't believe. I feel like
no.
he
I'm
got
just saying
help with
it has to be a script if you say you wrote something. But bro, they would have wrote it better for him, bro.
That-
Like
that's what
that
I
was like he didn't come off. He came off like himself. Like he came off kind of arrogant. And he was saying his whole point was like I just wanted to poke holes in everything that he was saying. So, I wrote it out. It took me a couple days and like figuring out what I wanted to say. And yeah, bro, I don't think anyone would have given him that guidance. Like, just try to poke holes. It's like when it's like when Tory Lanez just kept being like, well, how you gonna say I shot you? You wasn't looking.
Right.
All right, bro. Hit us with something other than that. He's just like, so you want to say it's this guy, but you interviewed him, but he's a scam artist. So how you gonna trust him? Like, well, Logan, you hired him, so he should. He's definitely someone that could be interviewed.
You can't say, oh, I'm poking holes in his argument or false accusations and then agree with everything he said. Like, oh, yeah, that was true. That was true. That was true.
And
I'm
he was
poking holes
shocked
in it.
that he learned more things about the investigation through Coffeezilla. He's like, what the fuck? Crypto King took $6 million? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
like,
he's still trying to verify certain things.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it just
shows that you didn't really like think about the team that you put together. And one of the funniest memes was Logan Paul. He has the coffee and he has a green screen, and all you see is Coffeezilla retweet it, and he's Logan Paul pretending to investigate his own scam.
That
is
is
the
so
funniest
funny.
thing this year. Can't wait for him to find himself innocent.
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
Coffeezilla.
Bro,
Yeah,
Coffee's
bro.
been killing him on social media, bro. Like to a different level.
Get it washed.
Straight washed, bro.
Yeah, but again, that's not gonna matter for his legacy later. I mean, we're just gonna bring it up and laugh about it in a couple weeks. It's not gonna be doing that.
And he went back onto the Discord for Crypto Zoo, and all you see is these bots that are like, oh, I'm about to invest right now, man, because it's low, and it's
Yeah,
stuff
well,
like
it's
that. Like,
low.
oh, you know what the fuck is happening?
It's low again. it's low again. Low again, Paul. Get it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I got it the first time. I think it was
Oh
funny
God,
the
with my
first
little
time.
stand-up bag,
Bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, who else took some losses today?